be more than human.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joseph Carroll. I write under the pen name JR Carroll, and today is the TBR for February. And this is actually a pretty exciting TBR. I'm going to kind of fold in a little bit of my wrap up here, but I'm not going to make it too long here. But the exciting thing about February is we have two new releases coming out this month. Um, One I'm 100% going to get to probably on opening day. And then the other one I'm hoping to get to simply because, we'll see if I like the first book because it's going to be one of the first books I read in the month. And then if I like it, then I'll read the new release that's coming out in about a week and a half. But before we get to those, we of course have to talk about Dresden. And this month I will only be doing one book, and that will be Peace Talks. We are coming to the end here. The end is nigh, as they would say, with Dresden. We're going to be having, I'm only doing one Dresden book this month because we are having our Cold Days and Skin Game discussion this month. And I'm hopefully, everyone's over their sickness and vacations maybe out of the way, and maybe we can get the entire group together, and maybe even sprinkle a fresh face in there to come in on this. And so we may be even incorporating some of the short stories in over the next month or so. But yeah, where this will be my first time rereading Peace Talks. I've never reread Peace Talks or Battlegrounds, and so I've done like the other ones like all the way through Skin Game like 5 times. So this will be interesting to see how I feel, and I'm sure I have forgotten a lot of the stuff that happened in there. So we'll go on to the next book, which will be Tyranny of Faith. Now, I just read last month Justice of Kings, which was the first book in the series, and I absolutely loved it. I think it's great. I have a feeling that Richard Swan could be like the next Joe Abercrombie. I feel like he's gonna start popping off here really soon after this book. So I'm gonna try and see if I can knock out this book opening day. Maybe we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely gonna enjoy that. Let me know in the comments. Have you read Justice of Kings, and are you planning on being like one of the first week readers? Just let me know down there in the comments. And then another book that will potentially, um, you know, will have a new release. The first book is the Starless Crown, and then the new release that's coming out in like a week and a half is the Cradle of Ice, by James Rollins, I think. Um, but I've heard some good things. Happen to see this online, so I'm gonna be reading the Starless Crown, probably starting tomorrow. And if I like it, then I'll jump right into the Cradle of Ice when it comes out on the 7th, I believe. So those would be two new releases, fantasy books, which is awesome. I'm trying to catch up on a lot of these so I can kind of jump in with you guys on the new one. So it's good that I'll be able to be there with you guys right when stuff drops. Are you into this series, and are you going to be early adopters of it, first week readers? I may even back for the Tyranny of Faith. We may be having a live discussion on this with a handful of people at the end of February. So look forward to that. And then I'm going to be reading Rogue Protocol, um, book 3 or novella 3 in the Murderbot diaries. And last month, I did All Systems Red right at the beginning of the month or right at the end of December. I'm not sure which. But I wasn't overly impressed with the character. I didn't get what all the hype was about. But I said, you know what? They're novellas. I'm going to give it another shot. There was kernels of things that I liked in it. So I read the second one, which is Artificial Condition. And it was better. It was definitely better. You know, there's still some of the weird things that they that you know Murderbot does that I'm not a fan of, but the story itself was better, was far better than All Systems Red. So I am glad that I continued, and we'll see if Rogue Protocol keeps that level of artificial condition or if it drops back down. Hopefully we're only up and away from here. And then my wife is picking a book a month for us to read together. We were supposed to put out the review for the book we read like a week ago, but you know, life happens. You know, we work different shifts, so we'll get it in, and we're going to be doing a giveaway for the book we that we read last time, which was American Psycho. I can't wait to get this review out because I really want to give you all my thoughts, and we also watched the movie to kind of compare it. But February's book is going to be Pet Sematary, is what my wife picked. So you know, she's into horror books and stuff like that, so that's going to be the book coming up. And I have planned on reading this book at some time, so she kind of, all right, put it out there, let's get it done, right? She already has her copy, so she'll be reading it here soon, and we'll get it up here, and we'll definitely have a review. That's going to be kind of our thing. The review for American Psycho might end up in February, so we'll see. And then the last book on the list that I really want to get to is a book I've been talking about, and it was on my things that I'm going to read in 2023, and that is The Hobbit. This is the month to start the Lord of the Rings, and we're going to start it off with The Hobbit. That'll probably be towards the end of the month. But I can't wait to kind of get into Tolkien and see, you know, how I feel about it. You know, sometimes these big, popular, epic fantasy series that I've read, I just haven't felt the same as everybody else. But I'm really hoping that I feel it for The Hobbit here. So let me know, guys. Are any of these books on your lists? Either are you reading any of these now, or have you read any of them? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see. Most of these probably will get a review here on the channel. So if you're interested in those, make sure you're subscribed. And remember, be more than human.